Today on Mini Days, I'm going to be showing you how I made these crackers, a matching chain and also confetti for New Year by recycling last year's wrapping paper, wrapping rolls and bows. So first of all, to make the cracker, get your roll and cut it into lengths that you want your crackers to be. Now I've secured mine with a little bit of tape because it is literally like a roll. Oh, sorry about the phone ringing. Great, it stopped. That phone never rings unless I'm recording my narration on my video. Now this is where I'll quickly tell you, you would put your cracker snap inside and just tape it down if you want a bang when you pull your cracker. But I'm opting out of that this year just for the dog. So next, to make the confetti, I'm just cutting up and recycling a gift bow. I think it's such a waste when people chuck these away. So just cut off a little loop and then cut some slits in one direction and then turn it and cut across in the other, and there is your confetti. So I'm going to use this to decorate my table and put into my crackers. So in my crackers I'm putting some chocolate coins, some jokes and also some confetti. Now very carefully with the goodies inside, I'm just wrapping the cracker up. Now this was off my daughter's birthday and I've kept it and I'm so glad I did because I think it fits in well for my little New Year theme. So what you have to do is just squeeze the ends to where you're going to tie the ribbon, but first of all you must scrunch it in first at the point where the roll ends. You can slightly twist it or slightly push it into the roll if it's easier. And then I'm just using this bronze ribbon to tie it securely. So as long as you scrunch it in properly, you can tie this as tight as you want. So I tend to do a double knot here on the other side and then trim the ribbon and sometimes trim the end of the cracker just so it looks the size I want it. So for my next one, I'm just using this white gift wrap and then just doing very much the same and tying the gold ribbon round or the bronze ribbon round as well. But it does look quite plain, so what I've done is taken some of the scraps of the pink zigzag paper and then I'm just going to cut out a band to tie, to glue around the middle of the white cracker. Do you know, I can't speak today. I'm not gluing anything today. I'm taping. I'm having a tape day. I'm sick of burning my fingers on my hot glue. So I'm literally going to wrap this round. It's just a little bit too long, so I'm just going to snip that off. I'm sure that'll get used somewhere else. And then just a piece of sellotape. If you don't want to see the tape, obviously you could just use some Frit stick or some other kind of glue. But I think this is just much quicker and easier. So now they're starting to look like they actually match. So for my final cracker design, I'm just using brown paper, which most of my Christmas gifts have been wrapped up in this year. Now this is a little bit harder because it's stiffer, but don't let that put you off. You can just scrunch it in. Just try and scrunch it in equally from each direction. This still will rip fine in the end. And then again tie it with some ribbon. I'm just using white because the bronze ribbon was very much the same colour. So I thought I'd use the white ribbon and that'll go with the white paper of the other bow and this will stand out. You could always use tissue paper or crepe paper to make your crackers if you're worried about them being too hard to work with. So I've cut out some more zigzag designs and wrapped and taped them around the ends and the middle of my final design. So that is my 3 different cracker designs made. I know that one is smaller than the rest, but I quite like that. So next, with the remaining scraps of roll and what have you, I've decided to make a paper chain. Now you might have noticed that the clock next to where I'm working is on the same time. It's because I was taking some photos of my crackers to put on my blog and I wanted it to look like it was coming up to midnight. So just in case you're wondering, that's why the clock hasn't moved. I'm not a super quick DIY. So yeah, you can head over to my blog, minidays.com. There's a link below if you want to read more about this or any other of my DIYs. I decided to add a little bit of sparkle, so I've just took some sticky tape and laid it on the table with the sticky side up and then took some of my confetti and sprinkled it over the top. This is a really quick, easy way on adding a nice glamorous touch to something. And then you just stick the sellotape onto whatever you want to sparkle. So that is my DIY, I keep saying Christmas, DIY New Year's crackers, chain and confetti. So just think twice before you chuck out your gift wrap this year, because you could just recycle it and then, you know, have a bit extra fun at New Year. I usually forget about New Year. I don't usually do anything for New Year, like at all. So I'm really glad I'm actually making the effort this year, and I'm looking forward to New Year just a little bit more. So have a fantastic Christmas and New Year. I will be back very soon. I'm not quite done yet this year with my DIYs, so make sure you check in next week for my next DIY.
Penny? You're not allowed the chocolate coins. You're not allowed the chocolate coins, Minnie. Not allowed the chocolate coins. No, my little baby. And yeah.